Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? Chuko exclamation point. That's how serious he is.
Yeah. I, I don't know why it's exclamation point. I think I did it for something, but
I should make mine Sawyer Nelson exclamation point. It's
it's
just better.
you know what? I changed it.
What?
Now I'm not serious
It's
anymore.
just Chuko. Hi Chuko.
Hi.
Chucko.
So
Ch-
sad now.
is it Chucko?
I'm gonna say whatever. I go by both.
And then is it Japanese?
No, I just made it up when I was like 8 years old,
Fair.
like a while ago.
My first IGN was Master Shield because I spelled shield wrong on RuneScape. So I would say Chuko beats that. Chuko's kind of more of like a Maple Story IGN though, if I had to guess.
Yeah. No, I played Minecraft.
Beast. Good. Literally can't go. Dude, the
Coded
only
game.
the only game I play other than League really is Minecraft. Like in the off season or whatnot. So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, doke. So what are you looking to do?
So I think a live game for a VOD review.
Okay, doke. Yeah, we could do a live one into a VOD review.
Okay.
And then is there anything you're specifically looking to improve on or get better at?
Mm, mainly like I get ahead and then I take a bad fight, then int shutdown. I think big problem. Right now I'm trying to play a lot of Karthus because he's really good, but I've played a lot of Graves this one.
Yeah, Karthus clear is so much faster now. I'm almost certain he has like the fastest clear, unless it's something weird like Mundo beating him, but who gives a shit? It's
Nah,
Mundo.
Karthus definitely has the fast play.
Yeah, he's so insane. But yeah,
Yeah.
do you play on NA?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. With NA, whenever you play the full clear junglers, regardless of the game state, really, you'll find yourself in this point in the mid game in which if you do one mistake, you lose and then the game's lost. And it's such a lame little purgatory that is pretty specific to the West in terms of like full clear junglers. Especially ones like Karthus. Champions like Udyr Shavana can keep going, but yeah, Karthus is more precise, so that's something that you have to get used to. Evelyn's kind of similar, but easier in a sense. So, well, Evelyn's obviously easier than Karthus mechanically, but then it's like it's easier not to die too when you have that ulti.
Really.
Yeah, okie doke.
So I play like what champion you think I should play?
Well, what champion do you play most?
Well, I play Graves a lot, but right now I wanna learn Karthus. I mean, I'll play Karthus, I guess.
Yeah, so 180 Graves, a little bit of Kindred. Like the playstyle is much different between like a Karthus and a Graves. So like I just right off the bat, I bet you walk into the enemy at the wrong times and then die as Karthus, whereas with Graves.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's just see where we get with that. So
Okay.
with most players, it's like when you go from the other junglers into the full clear ones, for a while you can kind of dogmatically like clear the jungle camps in a row every single time into a play because abbreviating your path or moving into the enemy's like side of the map at the wrong times just ruins everything, and then the game doesn't make sense from there. So it's like at least on the first three clears, it's like let's full clear up into a play. If there's no play, then we scuttle reset and same shit recall to the golems or the gromp and then clear up. Is there a play on that side of the map? No. Recall back to the respawning golem slash gromp. Bada bing, bada boom. We hit level 6 and then we actually get it going. Anything else, like, oh my god.
Let me press R. If I get invaded, it's done for. Game over. GG.
Who can even invade Karthus right now?
Yeah, that's true. I
There's
haven't been invaded.
there's a Nidalee, which it's like you're not gonna run into those.
Mhm.
There's an Evelyn. You're not gonna run into those. Every
True.
jungler you're gonna play against is going to like just ruin themselves. So until then, a
Did I
Nocturne
go
ban.
Dark Harvest or First Strike?
Um, First strike.
Because I realized like my playstyle is kind of like Dark Harvest
Dark Harvest is definitely better for noobs. I've coached a lot of Karthus in the past week. I can't.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should play something else then, you know, freshen up.
I mean, it's better. I got more experience.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so Dark Harvest is better for noob Karthus, but it's not the right way to do it. And if you're doing it in a way to compensate your own weakness, it's probably not for the best.
So I should just play First Strike.
No, I don't think you should play Dark Harvest.
Okay.
Yeah. But man, oh man, the games do last 30 fucking minutes, but with First Strike, it's like you just get to the item sooner, you deal more damage, everything makes sense. Dark Harvest is like you get a feed, but then still have it flattens things out. It's not the right way to go about it.
Look at my team. I can't even highlight it.
Damn, they did ban 5 supports. What the fuck?
What? Channeling my inner admiral.
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
I played a game of Karthus the other day, I think. Let me see.
Damn.
It was a little bit of every lane lost action. Yeah, 2, 3, and 6 Karthus, which everyone else going like 8 deaths, no kills, amazing.
Yeah.
And then I was against a Hecarim that started my red Raptors, which was good on him, but also solo lanes don't watch, so GG. So against like an Udi or Hecarim, we definitely want to ward our red buff / Raptors level 1.
Yeah.
Learn from my pain. You can go approach velocity instead of cosmic. You'll probably get more value out of it.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah,
Why?
we got Wukong, we got Galio, we got Soraka slow, we got our wall. So
True.
that versus it's about 40 seconds, I think, off the exhaust, which is nice, but it's not really necessary.
These guys type a lot.
For real. Yeah, pick Xerath with fucking Karthus. And Samira, like, what the fuck? Yeah. If you're ever playing bot lane, do not pick, I don't know, Zyra with a Samira, or if you're playing, if they're playing fucking...
Maybe it's Sarah. I don't know.
Like, you don't want to pick Alistar with Ashe? Like, come on.
Yeah. 3LP if you guys don't... Oh.
See, and then all those words they typed, gone.
Into the oblivion. What items do you recommend on Karthus?
Generally, it's like you can just go a Luden, Sorkpin, Dark Seal in between, and then Shadow Flame into Void Staff is going to be very consistent. Because until you're the guy of all time, you don't have to worry about too much about the death cap and anything else like that.
Yeah.
And then if you're the solo AP, it's like you can go Ludens, if not probably Leandries, but we really want to get Ludens and just shit stomp the enemy. And then sometimes you need Zonias. Sometimes you can go wacky shit like Rylai's, which just takes away from your damage, so we don't care too much about it.
Why Ludens over Leandri?
It makes it where you take over a whole lot faster. So with First Strike 2, it's like you get to the Ludens, you get to the Sorkpin, you get to the Medjais, you get to a Shadow Flame, the game is over. We love that. Leandri, Shadow Flame, Void Staff, like Death Cap, whatever, it's not the same. But it depends on what you're playing into as well. So like the last game you played, you were into Shaco, Tahm Kench, Fizz, Ezreal, Brand. That's a Luden's game if I've ever seen one. The Leandris helps you against Tahm Kench. No one else as much.
Okay.
And then like the game before that, Kayn, the enemy had GP, Kayn, Kayle, Twitch, Ornn. It's like probably a Luden's there too. If you weren't the only AP, like you have the LeBlanc, Leandri's is fine. But in solo queue, it's like Luden's just has an advantage. It's like, why not Shield Bow instead of a fucking, what is it, Eclipse or Umbral Glaive first on Graves? It's like, we want to just kill them and end the game on Graves.
Yeah.
Just beat them down early until...
Like shield bow's pretty weak right now as well. On Graves, I usually go like Eclipse, Black Cleaver, into bruiser items like Moth, Death Stance.
I would do the same shit on Graves. Get an Umbral into Eclipse, into like an LDR, and kill them. No need to survive when they're dead.
True, true.
Everyone tries to flatten out Graves. Even fucking rank 1 challenger, they're building shit like Frozen Heart on Kindred. It's like, dude. Dude! Can everyone...
Yeah, I watch him a lot, Shiden.
Yeah, it's like, can everyone just kill the enemy? Jesus. They get so lost in the sauce. All
Should I go
right,
first? I'll say this game.
yeah. Wait, secondary, let's go fucking Absolute Gathering too.
Okay.
Same deal with the Domination Rune secondary. It's like, if you're not the guy of all time on Karthus, this will help you get it done.
Okay.
Ay. Like an EU player was like, should I go Eyeball Collection and the Ultimate Hunter? And I'm like, you're not going to be getting like 20 kills like Malice does. It's not the same.
Does Malice go that? I look like their Ultimate Hunter.
It depends.
Yeah.
The runes are dynamic.
I was like Ultimate Hunter though. Usually.
Okay, we're into Kha'Zix.
Okay.
Is this a
Do
Draven
you
top?
think blue smite or red smite? I usually go blue.
What is our team? Blue Smite's fine.
What Draven top?
I'd rather have that than most.
Yeah. Wait, Lord.
Big auto right there.
I don't need a fuse. I'm gonna forward. Playing my word there. I usually just start on blue buff on Karthus, though. Even though I should be paying attention to lane matchups.
You can start on either buff. It's totally fine. Yeah, might even be able to start Raptor with the fucking Q change. I'm gonna test that one out later. Okay, so we're pathing down to Renato Sever. It's not the worst thing ever. I want to pull that up so that Draven can get to lane sooner.
Okay.
Pulling it away from him. Less likely to get as many autos too. Okey-doke. And you get this into smite range, and then you kite it towards wolves and smite. Same deal. You can pull the big wolf all the way through mid lane. But if you mess it up, oh my god.
Mana.
Oh my god. Okay, Christ. That's the Q buff right there. They made it for you.
Yeah, they made it just for that moment.
What the hell? Now you toggle the E here since you're like out of mana. Turn it off and on, and then you get the ticks on the little one. Fucking keep queuing the big one. I'm freaking out. Okay. Could be using the E too. I don't know what the deal is. Because you can get right to 0 mana, basically, and then it can be okay. Just about toggling it on and off. Okay.
Just smite this.
This is fucking... This is rough. Fuck, we don't have flash. Come on.
No islanders. This is kind of sad.
Jesus, the scuttle.
Yep.
Okay, let's use the wall to spot out the Kazakhs. He's being weird. Nice. And instantly recall. Holy shit. What a fucking
No,
lucky
I
man.
might have missed like 5 keys, but I got the kill. What do you think is the best
Dark
first?
Seal, double amp tome. Get on out there.
Is it, but that's better than last chapter, I guess. Because it gives. Yeah, it gives more P.
Gives more AP. You don't need that mana or ability haste this
Mm,
early.
okay.
Okie doke. 25 on Kazakhs. He's super slow. Man, we probably could have overstayed, but he didn't show top at the time. If you overstay, like, you could get his respawning Gromp, maybe. But it also opens up a whole lot of variance, because their bot lane would have been pushing, too. Okay, after Wolves, look at mid lane. Can you go there? And then if not, just to Raptors. You stop using the E, you're gonna run out of mana. You don't have blue buff. Look at Kazakh's top. Is he recalled?
No, I can
Okay,
go.
yeah, hell yeah.
Should I get wolves?
You don't have smite. I would just do
Okay.
Gromp. I mean, can we do bot lane after, or is it just to Raptors?
I think I can.
Nice. Outplayed.
Alright. Wise. I will do. Whatever. Nothing big deal.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay. They don't.
Into
Okay.
the Kazakhs, of course. Holy fuck, that damage.
I didn't even have isolation, I'm pretty sure.
Whenever the fight's happening, you have to keep participating in it, in a way.
Mm.
But it's not like you have to be fully committed to it. Unlike a Graves, where it's like you have to run into them to get the damage. It's like Karthus can be on the outskirts and it can work out. Okay, nice.
Don't wanna fight. It's bad.
Very nice. The Ludens. You can
Oh
just
yeah,
get the
my bad.
Blasty one. We're the only AP. We're gonna beat the shit out of them. Amazing. We're fed. This is how you do it.
No, I press R.
They'll never see it coming.
True. Oh shit. I guess I don't auto anymore, right? When I'm clearing if I have as much AP.
You still queue in between the two autos.
Okay.
So like if you autoed that, you know, it's one less queue. Because you're just
Yeah.
standing still regardless. If you're
Okay, okay.
like you're still getting hit in the same way.
Mm-hmm. Cause I didn't know if I guess I could R.
Okay. One auto.
Mm.
Osh.
Oh.
Not a bad ulti though. Okay, Kazakh's bot, do you go to his red side?
Okay.
Do you? I'm asking.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Okay.
it was his top. I didn't even see him. Oh, yeah. That was bad. His red buff just spawned. I'll
Okay.
get these first though.
Okay, Q the red once. Pull it to you. And then you just finish the raptor off with E. So you like that where that line is next to that bush, you can just stand
Oh
there.
yeah. I
Yeah.
could double buff.
Karthus clears so fucking fast. That Q shit is insane.
Yeah, this is really dumb.
What the fuck? They must have heard
Ah,
Mouse was going back to Korea. They gave him a solid what in the fuck? Okay, to set stay. We gotta wait out here. Hit that turret set. Hell yeah, brother.
wait for Draven. It's doing Hull Breaker.
Okay, and you gotta stay out of range so you don't get ultied by him. Motherfuck.
Isn't that flash?
Okay, it works.
Base. I gotta do the insight.
Yeah. And now we're just gonna clear back up. So go to golems and then clear up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna just keep pounding top lane. Once you find the one lane that is willing to just eat it all, keep going there. Bot lanes especially are like a good place to avoid because they suck. And the variance is very high, like insanely high. So you'll be dealing against like a mythic item to a longsword with your AT. It gets fucked up.
Yeah.
And then you pay the price if you visit there, so.
And then top lane is just I have a top lane Draven, so you invade it?
Draven, baby, give us 4 seconds to get up there. Okay, look at mid. What the fuck's happening?
I don't know. He's getting invaded. He might get both. Oh yeah. I go help
Okay.
him.
No, you save him with his ulti, or with your ulti.
Yeah, the same man.
Okay. Kha'Zix doesn't stand a fucking chance. The blue smite, anytime, anytime. There you go. Hell yeah. A little bit of Rift Herald. Come on,
Well,
Betsy. Oh, it helps.
ah, but
I think you need the berries for mana. I'm not certain though. See how atrocious this Q buff is. Do you not even need the berries?
yeah.
No way they don't revert this shit. As soon as Mal's leaves in A2, like, what the fuck? They didn't even have to feel the full wrath. They only felt his Udyr. Like, whatever, man. Look at that shit. Okay. Now what are you thinking? With the pathing?
A pathing? Well,
Yeah.
my bot count should spawn soon. And then guys go here again.
Kidok.
And I kind of want to rift the mid because I think like rifting
Yes,
side
good.
lanes are bad.
Good. Let's rift mid after the clear. This dragon doesn't matter. Your bot lane doesn't have ultis, you don't have ulti.
Okay.
They trade that dragon for like you winning the entire game. Good deal.
Okay. So I just rift mid after Raptors.
Yep. Christ. Keep it going. We have exhaust for Kha'Zix too. It's no big deal. Jesus. Mid. Okay.
I don't
Disrupt
want
the
to
Rift
smite it.
Herald and into his red side. Like, we don't have a lot of... Like, it's just wasting time. Boom. Jesus. Do you
Jesus.
dive him? Let's see. When that Rift Herald hits, like, he basically doesn't have a turret.
Awesome.
Shit! Ay,
I
ay, ay.
think they're gonna go. Now the team's strong.
Okay. Alright, he's dead in 5 seconds. GG.
Play buddy.
Back to the full clear. Let's see a tab.
You both of these.
110 to 70, but with 5 kills and 5 assists. You miss out on a couple CS, but that's fine with me. Nice, and we have the 10 stack Dark Seal, hell yeah.
Yeah, like one of my keys at half Lux HP.
Okay. Let's do Wolves and then top lane. So that's just a big old cannon minion.
He's rolling Hullbreaker too.
Okay, let's just keep going behind him, see if he stays randomly. Oh, the other way. He's not gonna go that far. He'd be like in the bushes.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, dang. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm 22. That TP top. They take forever to spawn. I literally just saw the yellow thing.
It's like 15 seconds out from there. From the yellow icon, I think.
Am I done? I guess I'm done. I don't want to go over there. Oh. I'm not chasing.
The Medjai's.
So, okay.
Noise.
Glitch. None of them have MR. So it's not us. That doesn't make sense because my whole team's AD. So. Need that really, but
Outplayed.
it's on my red bit.
It's a bungle diff. Okay, and then into these mid games, it's just collect all the jungle camps into whatever the hell is happening. Because Karthus is like rarely going to be the play. Better that you're farming everything into the play. Man.
Ah, yeah, because
That's Irelia's revenge for you not being a ganking bungler.
I should have played Elise.
20 CS at 17.
Yep. I have to play so have to play a facilitating jungler.
If the nameplates were off and I had Elise in, God bless.
I could kick him in the head, you know? Game would be over.
Alrighty, now this versus Leandri's now. Thoughts?
It does a lot more damage.
It is as much magic pin as you can possibly get as soon as possible too. Now
Yeah.
the trade-off is that you have to get here. So if you can't get here, you can adjust the build along the way too. That part's nice. So,
I
but
wonder how
then
much damage my art will do.
this is a reward for just getting turbo fed. Jesus, we're not Graves. We're not Graves.
I'm not Graves. I'm Graves I could EOF.
The camps are down. You stand like on a neutral position. You don't move into the enemy. It's up to like your Renata to move into their jungle. Then you follow. Now we're A-ramming.
Yes, I love it.
This is fine.
I'm gonna word over here.
Nothing's happening. We can go back to... You are not the play.
Okay.
Don't do that shit. You wait for them to attack your allies, and then you're in the back line, dumping out Qs. It's the only way.
Alright.
Okay. Skipping golems here is fine since this is already happening.
I don't know.
Little stat check right here. Jesus Christ. Alrighty, ping for Baron. You have to do assistance on top of them, and then assistance on the Baron, as they are center screened.
I ran out of things. GG.
You can type
They rather
Baron
hit
in chat.
mid tower. I don't have pet on.
Let's do blue buff. Yeah, if they don't come, we can't do it. We can do blue buff, take the portal, take the red side camps, reset, it's whatever. Man.
So just reset.
This guy's never recalled in his
Where should I go? Nah.
I would just go Void Staff.
Oh yeah.
Void Staff, will complete it before the game ends. That part rocks. The enemy team has no chance to coming back, so we don't really have to worry about the death cap.
I think I'm gonna Baron.
Okay, can we get some pings on the Baron? You and Renata can fucking do the Baron together, like, Jesus Christ. Renata, honey, wake up! I know that champ's boring, but come on.
Should I start it or let Ronaldo?
Let's wait for them to arrive. Gidok. You do it so fast with Renata, too. Her passive is like bullshit onto objectives.
What does it do?
So she autos, and then off Draven's auto, she's getting like 200 damage or something every single auto.
Yeah, we did that really fast.
Yeah, Renata Master E, I think, can do Baron in like 5, I don't know, 6, 7 seconds on spawn. It's so stupid. Kadok, let's just motherfuck. Outplayed.
Cap. Good cap. Good.
Okay, watch what's happening mid. We want a big ass ulti here.
Near reset, I don't think. Let's keep
Okay,
pushing.
so wait for them to show again, and then we can ulti like whenever we're actually sieging and they're contesting, just for the damage. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. He's dead.
Flash Draven auto. Karthus ult. He flashed.
They're gonna play this in LCS, I swear.
Holy shit. Nah, give me Nocturne.
Give you Nocturne? Okay.
Give me Twisted Fate. Look at the damage to turrets too, it's not even that bad. Boom. 350s. Okay. No clicks
Getting
in. Just auto the damn Nexus.
it. Okay, yeah. Okay, that was an interesting game.
That's the ideal Karthus, though. Like,
Yeah.
in which it's not even like there's much opposition to it either, because Karthus just happens like around the enemy jungler if they're gonna play like that. So good luck to them. The main things is like not taking the abbreviations in the path. Let me look at the
Hmm.
bot here and see how crazy. Do. One thing you have to add is like watching the lanes a little more,
Hmm.
but that comes naturally with Karthus. So. Do. Start blue against Kha'Zix will mean that like we have the word on his red, so we know that he's not going to start top, and then that can put the Draven in a position to die. So that's just not really worth us pathing down to the Sivir Renata into Lucian Nautilus because it's not consistent for that to really play out in our favor. It does this time, but whenever it's a contentious top lane matchup, if it goes one way or the other right at the start, you're not going to be able to come back and fix it later. You know, it's going to be too much to deal with. So on your first path, it's like sometimes you have to correct things like that. So it'd be you starting right and then pathing up. If your top laner dies before then, that's their issue. But to path away from them, it would be like you're pathing away from a Jace into, I don't know, a Jace into,
Irelia.
hell yeah, a Jace into Irelia. And you path away from him. Ask why he's 0-4 at at 20 minutes.
Vamping him.
Good dog.
My Draven didn't die because he's Giga Chad Smurf. He's just Draven Object. But yeah. Wait, what did Kha'Zix do that game?
You
Like
tell
early
me.
game.
Walked around, tried for ganks, they didn't work. You take his jungle, GG.
Because he didn't gank. Oh, he did gank top. He did. I remember. He's Draven didn't die. Oh, yeah. That was pretty bad.
I mean, the main thing is like keep yourself on a line in which you're going to keep moving into his path of way.
Hmm.
So we know that he doesn't have dash or flash, I think. The clear as well, it's like you're way too fucking low. That just comes from
Okay.
like you have to kite everything better. Okay, so we see that the Lucian uses his dash and then uses the heal. And then literally lives with like 2 HP. So you're pathing, it's like from this position, you have this wall blocking you. If you were clicking like just on him, it's going to path you here to here instead of like the straight path would just be, you know, like right there. So clicking like right
Hmm.
there if you wanted to. But you can also just click closer to your champion to correct that. But so long that you have this in mind, that that's his escape path. And then if he starts going that way, then we correct it. But and then we're going and we're going, and then he chooses to go this way, same deal. Click right to there, which is good. But then you have to watch his face as well. So if you do the wide clicks, it puts you on the path. So then all your mouse has to do is be waiting like on the Lucian and then, you know, just kind of micro moving depending on what he's doing for the next cue. Because if you're too slow on the movement inputs into the like moving the mouse for the cue, then it's way harder to hit.
Okay.
Okey-doke. So we cue right there.
So maybe he's scripting.
He clicks to the right. He's scripting.
You think I could auto him and he'd get red buff slow? Then I could probably land him easier.
The main thing is just keep moving into him. He can't win.
Okay.
Where you click over here, it's like that's bad. If we just keep going this way, he's
Hmm.
screwed. Because maybe he flashes over if he like has it or whatever, and then you're close enough to the wall to queue over. So don't get like mixed up by their with like reactive movement. Did Kha'Zix show top? We do scuttle and then he shows top. We don't even have time to do a scuttle though, because the scuttle comes up around like 410 ish. So we recall it like 340. And then he's still fucking top, which it's like GG. So then,
And he didn't get a kill.
yeah, you just win the game off that. a Gromp into bot, God bless, into a, whenever you're chasing them like this, you have to have in
Yeah, I
mind,
missed it.
you have to have in mind that the Kha'Zix is coming from base, and then
Yeah.
whenever the Nautilus is moving there, it's like, who is he moving into?
Mm. Oh yeah, yeah, true. Why do you run that way? Maybe he's running away from like Irelia, I guess. I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's yeah,
Well, yeah, like which champions are going to be behind him?
true.
I'm asking you, which champions on his team?
I know who was there. It was like Kha'Zix and because they would be rotating there.
Okay,
So it's like,
it's the Kha'Zix, and then also the Lux is going to be there.
yep.
So it's like whoever's chasing is going to fucking die because you're going to walk into that. But then you can't like click to the Raptors like this. Basically, you have to be watching the fight as
Okay.
it's happening, and then once the fight is done, then you go back to the camps.
Okay.
Because this in between gets shit all mess. Yeah, you just gotta be focused into one spot, I guess, or else it gets messed up. Do a little bit of the whole fucking red side for Karthus, into a killing the top laner, into a reset. Kha'Zix is at like 2 CS so far, so we're on pretty good pace. Tries to gank mid. What's
Yeah,
nice with
he's down
Karthus,
bad this game.
yeah, where you ask like, should I go mid? It's like you have the ulti for mid, and then you want to go top because you probably dive top. If not, you have his golems, and then if not that, then you have the Rift Herald. So it's like 3 neutral
But this
positives.
guy doesn't look at his map, I guess.
Doesn't even look at his screen.
He has a
Boom.
screen.
Doke. Rift Herald, you drop mid. With this shit too, it's like watch the fight happen. Just F key on Irelia, and you can kind of hang out in this area and decide, do you want to be involved with that? Because you don't really
Okay.
give it enough time. You just see the Irelia get rooted, and then whenever they hook onto the Irelia, that's like when you bail, which just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So we're pathing up to farm the red, then we're pathing back to the Irelia, and then he gets hooked, and then you bail. You like watch it
Yeah.
happen. Maybe deal some fucking damage, you know?
Well, there, I didn't want to die because I felt like if I died, then the game would be harder.
Okay, but you don't have to click into them.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Should I just run away then, or
You
just
stand your ground here and look at it, and then decide.
Okay.
That's the main thing, because you're not in a dangerous position here. You can still choose to go in or out. And then you watch it and decide if you want to commit to it or not. The main thing, you got to watch it.
Got it.
Kha'Zix really thinks he can invade that red. Amazing. Karthus is susceptible to invade. I really bet that Karthus is going to take over. I hope it doesn't take like past like MSI or something for people to start playing this. Or at
They're
least
gonna
the pro
nerf
players.
it, I think.
Hopefully.
He feels so strong. This jungle clear, like I haven't even practiced it, and it's like 305 or something.
Okay, we're in the mid game. We finished our full clear, and now it's like what to do. You're not going to do the same sort of things that you do like in the early game. So you have one option. You can go top, you can go mid, or you would reset and then go bot lane. Because now it's like you just have to exist in the lanes, but it's like, why would you want to go to them? It's like to go top lane, no one's there right now. So you might get the 1 or 2 wave without like any contest, and then you just build up farm that way. If you go mid lane, it would be for like some sort of fight, like the Kha'Zix is already shown. And naturally, if one enemy's showing, like the rest are just going to come and be total dumbasses with them. And then you could go bot lane because the wave's coming in there. But right now, like the Sivir's recalling, so she'll probably catch that wave. So I think it's a top lane or a mid lane. The top lane kind of being like another jungle camp where you're just getting those two waves uncontested. And then mid lane being a little bit of a flip, but you have a Medjai's, so the opportunity cost isn't as bad missing out on those top lane waves. But that's the sort of things you need to like align yourself with in terms of like where you want to go into the mid game on a delicate champion like Karthus. Because if you
I
run into
can't
the enemy
invade their
jungle,
raptors.
yeah, like imagine the Kha'Zix isn't being a dumbass in the mid lane and he just jumps out of the bush there. A 6-0 Karthus is dead to like a serrated dirt Kha'Zix. It gets really screwed up. It's usually going to be the support's job to move into the jungle there. And then you follow up whatever the hell they're doing. And then we just kind of take over. So yeah, not a bad game, but with the farming junglers, that's how you do it. You just you get it going and you keep it going. You take everything you can with no remorse, and that's that. Just a matter of like doing that consistently, not getting lost in the sauce. Because if you're getting pulled to plays, which there was like none of that this game, then everything gets fucked up.
Yeah, this game was like relatively, I think, like perfect, like game wise. Well, not like gameplay wise, but
But
it's
yeah,
usually like something bad happens. Like I die, team gets wiped. But yeah.
yeah. In those spots, everything devolves too. It's just you're farming your jungle camps and then standing still behind your team. It's no big deal. Anything else, lose. So it gets real simple from there. And then you're just waiting for the opportunity for the enemy to mess up, and you better land your Qs then. Because where most people fall apart into like a losing game like that, they try to force something onto the enemy, which Karthus just can't do. Hopefully, if your team does something, it's like you can follow up on it, but yeah. When's the last time they did something? Okie doke. Do you have any like other questions or thoughts on the game?
What are your thoughts on like Graves' playstyle?
Like where he has to invade and stuff like
Well,
that?
what do you think his like game plan should be? Because some people say it's like just full perma farm and like don't gank, but then I watched like #1 Graves player and he like ganks pretty well. Maybe he does both.
It
I don't
depends on what you're playing against and what you're playing with. So Graves can
know.
be pretty versatile. So it's hard to say without an example.
So you can do like anything on him, I guess. Compared to like Karthus, where you're probably not gonna gank a lot
Well, yeah,
as much.
Graves is more adaptive,
Mm-hmm.
but then it can seem more inconsistent that way. So it's not so much what you do, it's like how you do it.
Okay. What do you think about Talon Jungle?
I'm not sure. I haven't really seen him after the nerfs. He's probably like bad Echo jungle, if I had to guess. If you
So
want
if
to
I
play,
wanted to play,
if you
okay,
wanted to
but
play like an assassin jungler, it's like play Kayn
mm-hmm.
or Rengar right now,
Mm-hmm.
like an AD
I was playing
assassin jungler.
Kha'Zix earlier.
Kha'Zix sucks, man. That
Yeah, this
champion,
clear is pretty slow.
it fucking sucks. Kha'Zix is like a janitor that even when he gets his ideal fantasy, it's like a janitor finds $1 million on the ground. He still sucks. Like that champion can't do anything.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Like Kayn, Rengar.
Yeah, and Rengar's a big investment, so I just recommend a Kayn for now.
Yeah.
And there's
I used to play Rengar.
yeah, and then it's just gonna be Blue Kayn too. And
Yeah,
Blue
screw
Kayn's
Red Kayn.
yeah, Blue Kayn's clear is so fucking good. So
Yeah.
good champion to add.
Mm.
Okie doke. Here's my PayPal. Gotta get going. Good talking to you. If you have any like other questions or something, you can always message me. And then, did you want to schedule another session for like say a week from now?
Mm, maybe. I want to see how my games go. Then maybe.
Okie doke. Yeah, just message me whenever, and I'll get it scheduled then.
The 25
Yeah, 25 US dollars.
Canadian dollars. Okay. So I can message you if I have any questions about anything.
Yep.
Cool.
Alrighty. Talk to you later, man.
See ya.
Bye bye. I love Karthus. I love the clear. I love the Q buff. That definitely not ridiculous. I love pressing Q. I love pressing E. I love missing the Q. I love